go back.
No.
I have to go back. Yeah.
I want to turn. Yeah, I'm tired.
You're tired?
Do you know how to ride bike?
Yeah.
You can hear me turn. Good morning. It's that time again. I'm leaving. I'm about to start riding from Naivasha. Today I'm going to Kisumu. It's about 6 hours from here. It will be my longest ride, maybe alone. Definitely alone. But I don't know how my body would be like, how it would respond to riding for so long. So I'll just go with the flow. That's Aurora at the background. I have her fully packed. That's the lake. Aurora is fully packed and ready to go.
Thank you.
I decided to start this trip very early today because it was important I get to where I'm going to early. I knew I had to ride for 6 whole hours and I made my calculations. If I left at 8 and I rested for about 2 hours on the road, then latest I should be where I'm going to by 4 p.m. and that was the plan for the day. If you look at the way I'm sitting, you'll see I'm bent downward to the right. It didn't matter how many times I tried to reposition, that was the best I could do on the bike. I decided to fill up my tank for the trip, and just when I dashed into a filling station, this happened. It fell down to the same right side it keeps falling. Thank you.
Okay. Already from Mombasa?
Yeah, but not today.
I've seen your legs.
Oh, wow, yes.
I've seen all your journey.
Really?
Yeah.
I stood there wondering why my bike decided to fall in front of someone who has been watching my journey on YouTube. So unfortunate. Thank you. I moved the bike left and right to see if one side was heavier than the other, but I didn't feel it was. I started riding towards Nakuru on Nairobi-Nakuru highway. I stopped here to readjust my earpods, so I'm using my phone as maps and I connected my earpods to my ears so I can hear when it's talking, so I don't have to look at the screen the whole time, but it felt very uncomfortable because I hadn't gotten it right at that time. When I got back on my lane, the lane was filled with cars who weren't satisfied with their own lane, so I had to outweight it. For a highway, the road was unusually busy today. Before I left, I already talked to my biking godmother of sorts. She has done many trips on a bike like this from country to country, and then she always has advices for me. I already talked to her and she already prepared my mind, told me that the weekend would be very busy and I should be ready for it. I am just so limited with a bent body on a bent machine with an already bad back. I stopped here to stretch my legs and my body. This was Nakuru town. At this point, I had ridden for about 2 hours from the camping site. Also, I was using Google Maps on my phone, and even though I set the phone's display to not go off, it kept going off after a while, so I needed to stop to check that I was still on the right track. So a few mechanics have tried to fix my bike, but somehow they are not getting it right. When we arrived in Naivasha with other bikers and my coach rode my bike and confirmed that it was bent. We called the mechanic right there and he said it was the chain. We fixed it, but nothing was getting fixed. Even in Nairobi, I tried to fix the same bent bike, but somehow they don't know exactly what to fix, and it is so uncomfortable for me. Here is me stopping again after the phone went off and seeing if I was turning on the right road so I don't miss my way. Just looking at me sitting on the bike, you'll see how bent I am. If you have a solution for the problems I'm having with my bent bike, please let me know in the comments. And as usual, the driver of an incoming truck decided that the life of the person sitting on the bike isn't important. As I rode, I realized that I was getting to a place called Molo. This place is recorded to have one of Kenya's worst tragedies ever. Back in 2009, a tanker swerved off the road and spilled a lot of fuel. A lot of people rushed to the scene to get fuel, and just like that, over 130 Kenyans got burnt. Molo is the place where the memorial is. It was an unfortunate accident. Back in Nigeria, this happens relatively often, especially in the Niger Delta region, where people go to scavenge fuel and a lot of people get burnt. Should a law be enacted to prevent people from doing this so we can preserve and save lives? May their soul rest in peace. And it happened again. It happened many times actually. Because I'm agoraphobic and there was a cliff just beside me, it took me a while to recover from this one. My phone had gone off about an hour ago, but because I had already checked the maps in Nakuru and saw that it was a straight road, I kept going because I thought I had stopped too many times. That was a huge mistake.
No way. I swear I missed my way.
I hadn't just missed my way, I had missed it by at least 1.5 hours. At that time, I had been riding for over 5 hours. This was about 3 p.m. and I left around 8 a.m. so I was already tired.
I'm sorry. Oh my God.
If I had to turn back, I'd have to ride all the way to the point where I missed my way and then start heading over to Kisumu again. If I had to go forward, I wasn't sure how to get my way, so I decided to look for a spot where I could stop.
I think I missed my way. I think I missed the way before. Do I go back?
Where is this? Timbara. Yes, Timbara. You'll have to
go back.
No.
I have to go back. Yeah.
Kisumu, anaenda Kisumu.
Kisumu anarudi.
Sitapita hadi hapa junction. You'll go to junction for Kapsabet.
Hey. Where is this Kericho? Kericho.
Kericho is back. It's far.
passed the Kericho.
Yes.
We have already passed.
You are in Wasingishu.
Almost 20 something kilometers.
You see, you are here, Nandi County. So
So I keep going straight to Kisumu.
you will go up to junction. You will see where there is dotted line for yellow. Then you will do this.
Like this.
Here.
Yeah. So when I get here, I
You
turn.
will, yes, you
I don't
turn.
need to turn back.
No, you will go like this.
Asante Sana. Is there any restaurant around here
Restaurant.
where I can eat?
Maybe you go there.
Okay. Let me park here.
I finally got a place to be. Well. I needed protein, but as beans was the only protein they had, I bought a lot of it. I have two options. It's either I get into this traffic, I'm going all the way back so that I can rejoin the road to Kisumu, or I continue on this clearer road. I have to join the traffic to go back. But if I want to keep going, I have about 3-4 hours ride to my destination, and I've been riding for about 5 hours, for over 5 hours. I'm going to faint, I swear. I have no idea what to do. I have no idea how to move forward. I'm just stuck here. I went to a restaurant. I've been sitting there since thinking of what to do, and I still have no idea even after eating. So yeah, these are the struggles of being a dumbass. Because why the hell am I so stupid? My phone had totally gone off at this point, so I plugged it into my power bank for it to charge.
The day is just going, and I am beginning to get worried. But I'll just sleep somewhere called Kapsabet or something. I called my coach Micah. He said he's trying to reach out to some bikers there to see. I don't know.
I made numerous calls just trying to look for somewhere to sleep so I don't have to go to Kisumu. Going all the way back to Kisumu not only meant that I'll join the traffic, but it also meant that I'll use my tired body to ride.
Hey,
How are you?
I'm fine.
When I started this trip, I told myself that I won't ride for over 4 hours in a day. But on this day, I felt Kisumu was the closest city to the border, and that was why I wanted to do 6 hours. That made my body hurt so badly, and I'd already ridden for so long today, it didn't make sense to start going on 3 more hours just because I wanted to make it to Kisumu. I got a suggestion to go to a camping site somewhere called Nandi Hills, and when I put the camping site into Google Maps, it was just about an hour 20 minutes from where I was. That seemed like a better option from Kisumu, and it was a no-brainer to go there. Maybe I should have checked the maps, the steps, maybe I should have checked every road I was supposed to ride through. Then I probably would have made a different decision, but we live and learn. The moment I turned into this road and got off-road, I just knew there was trouble because I had already plied a road like this before. When I was riding a tuk-tuk, I went to somewhere called Kenyan, and I remember I struggled so much on the road because it was raining and the road was bad, and there were tea farms exactly like this place. When I turned off-road, my maps showed 45 minutes from the camping site. I put my phone back on, checked to see, and saw that I had made a wrong turn, and just when I wanted to turn, I realized that the rear wheels of my tires were misbehaving. It felt like the stones on the floor were preventing the rear wheels from actually moving at all.
You were going where? Where kind of
I don't know what is it the floor? Can you pass? Hello, poor. Huh? I don't understand.
This place is so far. I've been off-roading for at least 20-30 minutes now. If I had known that I have to go through this much, I would have just gone straight to Kisumu, I swear. Yes, it's a solution, but I've considered turning back over and over again. But turning back doesn't even make sense. I'm just too tired to do off-road right now. I was looking for a camping site called Kapsimotwa Gardens, and it was supposed to be somewhere in this village. Before getting to this spot, my maps already said I was supposed to make a sharp right. I think that already put something in my head because my right side was bad, and somehow I knew it was a bad idea turning to my right on this bad road when I knew my bike kept dropping to the right. I didn't need to be reminded that I was carrying a huge load. Just moving at a low speed reminded me that I was dragging a truck behind me that seemed to bend more to the right than the left. No. Hello. I don't feel comfortable. I realized I was panting. I needed to catch my breath, so I allowed the truck go in front of me. The plan was to ride to the front, turn, and then come to turn on that road with my left. It was easier for me to do a left turn than a right turn, so I don't drop the bike. The combination of the truck and the car beside it made it hard for me to see the front. The truck had no brake lights, and just as it stopped, I stopped. It fell to the right again, the same thing I was trying to prevent when I didn't make that turn. When I was planning for this trip, I had so much confidence because I could carry my bike all by myself. But because of this load, I couldn't do that, and it was hard for me to help myself when there was no one there. So when my bike dropped and I was trying to pick it, I looked ahead and saw that there were so many people in the village just looking at me. There were so many bikemen who just stood there and looked at me while I struggled until the boy came to help me out, and that gave me an uneasy feeling. Since I lost my way and my trouble started, I had been a big girl, taking everything that came my way, but at this juncture, I just couldn't take it anymore. My charger was damaged when I fell. I checked and saw that it was about to rain. It was already 5:30. I felt like I was stuck in a village that I wouldn't get help if I actually needed help. I was tired and I knew I couldn't save my bike if it fell. My body was shaking and I was hungry. There were just too many problems. I just knew I was in trouble and I couldn't stop the tears from flowing. I kept looking at the road looking for where to turn, but the road was very uneven and I knew I had to reverse to turn if it came to it, and I knew my legs just weren't going to help me, so I stopped and decided to catch a breath. I'm okay. I want to turn. I'm tired.
You're tired? Where are you going?
There is a camping site. I think I passed it. Do you know how to ride bike?
Yeah, I know.
You can hear me turn?
Okay.
Thank you.
Alright, so
Thank you very much. Thank you. Don't worry, let it stay.
Thank you.
Okay.
Asante sana.
So I do have a way to charge my phone on my bike. The problem was the same place I charged was the place I plugged in my receiver for my microphone. So throughout the day, I had to alternate that place for charging and microphone. Let me quickly address the issue of microphone on this channel. A lot of people have complained about it in every video I make, and the bad thing is that most people say it in the worst way, like I'm not even trying. I have a media mode, I have the Rode 2, and I also have the normal microphone you use with a receiver. None of them is working for me, and I am still trying to figure this out. I know poor audio is a problem, and that's why I have so many of them, because I am trying to figure it out and trying to make it work, and I'm going to get there. This will work out. It would get better over time. Thank you for your patience.
Oh, please, I'm going to a camping site here.
Kamgani?
No,
Estate. Which estate?
it's a camping site to camp.
Camp.
No,
A school or?
my phone is dead. It's on my phone. Okay, let me park well, then I ask.
As I rode, I realized that I was recognizing the road and I was almost at the left turn, so I decided to go for it. Just as I thought, it was much easier to make a left turn here than if I had made a right turn.
I hate this place. I am so tired. I'm so tired.
At this point, my hurting back was making me more frustrated. It felt like the back was breathing pain on its own.
Oh my God, how am I supposed to get here?
My phone was totally dead at this time. There was no way I could charge it. My charger was damaged. I didn't know where I was going, and I was just standing there. No one was passing. I couldn't leave my bike with my stuff to go look for help somewhere else. I was literally stranded, and there was no way I knew how to get help.
And if I fall, I can't carry my bike, apparently. Fuck, I don't have an iPhone charger again. Oh my God, I'm officially fucked. I'm fucked. I don't know how to get to where I'm going to. My iPhone charger is bad, but I fell. I don't even know the name of the camping site again. I don't know.
My camera stopped rolling, but after standing there for a while, two women came around and I asked them. They told me where I was going to must be Kisumu Gardens, because that's the only place they camp around here. Then they told me they'll walk out, tell a bike to come meet me at that spot so it could take me to the gardens, because if they described it, it was still very far away and there was no way I would get it with no maps. So I had to wait there until this bike guy came.
Are we turning? Me? No, you go.
We turned and turned and turned and rode and rode and rode, but it didn't seem like we were getting to where we were going. But somehow I felt a bit better, because I knew if I dropped the bike on this road, at least there was someone who would help me out, because there was no way I could pick it up by myself. If I learned nothing from this trip, I learned that I am still way too new to ride for so long with such a big load. I'm just too new for this kind of weight. I am not ready for it. I forgot to put down my visor, and oh my god, my eyes suffered. You know, I still can't take my hands off my bike. It would drop, and I just had to suffer through it. If I had made it to Kisumu, that would have put me 2 hours away from the Busia border because I was trying to cross the next day. This place I found myself put me about 3.5 hours away from the Busia border, and I didn't think it was that bad. This is what my journey has been like from Mombasa. My joy knew no bounds when they told me we had arrived.
Oh my god, there is absolutely nothing I've not been through today. Should I say that again? Oh my god, today has been crazy. With this bike, today has been friggin' crazy. I couldn't film every single thing because my camera, I was on the road. I've been on the road since 8. This is almost 7. This is about 6:30. So my camera went off multiple times. But oh my god. You see, this Kisumu I missed was the beginning and end of my problem today. I fell. I missed my way. My phone for maps, when I was already inside the bush, very deep inside the bush, the maps I was using, the phone went off. No way. Now it's raining. Imagine if I want to leave tomorrow, the mud. I will fall. Okay, let me not say I will fall. But I know with the load I'm carrying, no, that load is killing me. This load is killing me. It's either I get used to this load fast or I offload. But this can't go on. This can't go on. I have gone through a lot today. I just want to sleep. And bad thing is I don't even have any food. This place is beautiful. I will show you. There's a dam. There are many things. But I kind of can't see the full beauty today because of what I've been through, basically. God. Bye.